Hi guys, so Harley Strong here, and I'm going to show you some of my mashups today. So I've just loaded. We will see if we can find the other one. This one. So I've just loaded one up in here. You can have a listen to it.
All your measurements, shut the shit down on sight. That's right. We out here tripping and flawless. It don't make no sense.
So that there was about, there's a 5 minutes work there. So I put the track in and I put the vocal in, and then I look up the BPM and line that up quickly, and then also warp that quickly. So yeah, and then that's done for the basic version of the mashup, and then I did about 20 of these in about I think about 2 hours. I had the main track in and then the vocal in, and I'll show you one with some compression. I usually add the compression too in that 5 or 10 minutes.
Getting born in the state of Mississippi. Papa was a copper and the mama was a hippie. In Alabama, she was swinging a hammer. Plus you gotta pay when you break the panorama.
So you can see there's like a dummy track here on the beat. Which is just, if we solo it, it's just I think it's it's just a kick. So that'll be off though, and you'll sidechain that to the vocal and get that thing sounding in line with the beat of the main track. And you can add that compression just sort of anywhere really, and you can take it off anywhere, but it's good to have it where the chorus is. And I even usually keep it in the breaks too, because it just gives it that pump sound, as they say. And yeah, so that's 5 minutes work there, 10 minutes work. And I did 20 of those. I'll do 10 or 20 of those depending at once, and get the shell going, and then move on to all the synths and MIDI and adding my own little twist to it. I'll show you in my folders here. Like I will have the acapellas and the track here, and I'll just look at the track I want, and then I'll find the acapella straight away basically, and just throw that in. And then that's it. Then I'll line it up and I'll be happy with the beginning of it. So it's pretty easy. You get an eye for it. So once you get all your vocals and your tracks, it just clicks and it works, and they seem to match up fairly well once you know what you're doing. And like the vocals are always, I'll usually put this on to fatten it up, put some width on it and stuff like that and then the compression and the glue compressor too. I've been using that lately, so it cuts out some of the confliction between the main track and the vocal. So that's how I do them. It's quick, and then I will move on to adding all the synths and stuff like that. Which is like this one here. Put all your synths, and even you'll bring them in from other tracks, similar sounds, and it's easier and it's quick, and you can mess around with it and then gel it into the current track to what you want. This is my own little homemade synth as well. Got a compressor, got analog, got a bit of a frequency shifter. Yeah, so we got like all this stuff down here, my own little synth homemade. What you gonna do with all that junk?
gon' do with all that junk inside your trunk? I'ma get you drunk, get you drunk off my hump, 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 my lovely little lumps. Check it out. I drive these buses crazy. I do it on the daily. They treat me really nice. They buy me all these things.
Like I said, put your beat, your main track, and your vocal. It's the easiest way to do it. If you're adding a vocal, you got a bunch of them, and like I said, it's pretty natural. Once you get your eye and you just throw it all together, and there's 20 mashups in the space of about 2 hours. The show, and yeah, I'll show you the master's just got a little limiter left and right. I find that gives you, it's a little unbalanced, but it's louder, and it gets it cranking a bit better than the stereo option there, which I only just recently started doing. But that's basically what I do with my mashups, and once you put them all together, they can sound pretty darn epic in the mix. I'm always like focusing on all of them at the same time, so everything sounds got a similar sound to it, I guess. There's not much I do, as you can see. I'll show you one or two more, but maybe this one. This is don't you want me, like similar sort of stuff. There's not much. It's just there's some mucking around here. I do on these. Look, I think there is there's no master, but like I'll add a master like this. I will add a track here, and then I'll put the ins like this, and then I'll send like say 6 or most of them into I'll go into 7 like this, and then you have the ends, and I'll throw like some things like my custom instruments here. I'll throw in like what did I have here? I had a here we go, like master pan filter delay, and you throw that in, and that's not for this track, but
I'll move you like a baritone. Jungle Brothers on the microphone. Getting over with an undertone. It's time to turn to stone. Chitty chitty baby, when your nose is in the nitty gritty. You can be a little, like a realist. What a pity, both running around Kansas City, looking for 100, but you only ever found a penny. 3 fingers in the honeycomb. You ring just like a xylophone. Devoted to the chromosome. The day that you left home. Tell me, baby, what's your story? Where you come from and where you wanna go this time? Tell me, lover, are you lonely? The thing we need is never all that hard to find. Working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. When I met you, I picked you out, I shook you up and turned you around, turned you into someone new. Now 5 years later on, you've got the one.
it's the most important part. You really need to have that on every track, even if it's just a little bit. Some vocals you don't need it, but I find if you see down, so you can see this one doesn't have it. So I didn't even put it unless I've deleted it, but so you can see that didn't need it, that one, but most do, and that's probably just floating there, but you need that to get the vocal on the beat of the main track, and so it ducks and it dips before it clashes and then pops back up, and you'll get that like that, that really like it was made like that almost. The vocals just sitting there in the mix, loving it, and yeah, so yeah, anyway, that kick is very important to have that, and it's the same kick every time. Kick A beat, kick A, whatever it is, to be honest. But it's a good size, and you may have to stagger that if it's like dubstep or something like that. you may sort of have to stagger that to what's going on in the main track to get the compression sounding good. You don't have to do that all the time, but that's the trick. That's really the trick to these mashups. I never really started going good until I added these compression, sidechain compression, which everyone talks about, and that's really the trick. And you can actually go. It's really helpful to your mix to add that, and the glue compressor is very important too. I've found to cut some of the conflicting sounds out. But that's the key anyway, is to add that the kick and compress it, and then you'll start to realize it's pretty simple to do your mashups. Getting the vocal hooked in, you'll notice that the vocal isn't singing over the main track, and that's the trick really. So I'll leave you with that, I think. But like I said, I can do 20 of those in 2 hours, and then I'm good for like a month mucking around on those. And it's very simple. You just got to look at the name of the track. Actually, look at the name of the. It's just up here really. In the end, you look at that and you're not even really. It's just no fun. And then it's like, well, you know, it's almost already in my head because I know that Chili Peppers.
Deep inside of a
Chili Peppers this time and Bruno Mars mainly. So I picked for that one. I forget. But yeah, I'll pick that. It'll happen in about a second. To be honest, I'll just look at the track that I want at that time. Chris Lake, Drug from God. I'll sub that in to a new session, obviously, and then come straight in here and be like, Drug from God. It'll almost be like a Drug from God. It'll be like. So I think now, I think it's a Bruno Mars.
Easy come, easy go. That's just how you live. Take it all, but you never
when you're in that mood,
give. Should've known you was trouble from the first kiss. Had your eyes wide open.
Track, bang, bang, straight in. Alright, line that up, and you.
The whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing. Just the way you are. Yeah. Her lips, I could kiss them all day.
Up, and I'll be like, you know what? That sounds bloody awesome. So, and you're good to go, really. Simple as that, guys. So I've showed you that. That's how I do them. I hope you have fun with your mashups, and maybe I'll do some more of these videos to show you what I get up to in my mashups. But there you have it. Thanks. Peace out. See you next time, eh?